biggest thing I've learned, if I could be 18 again, I wish somebody had told me, basically nobody knows what they're doing. Even the adults, you think, everybody's lost and the world's the blind leading the blind. So the ultimate adventure to me is not just like bungee jumping or something like that or going to the Amish. It's trying to get insight and see life as a puzzle. And your goal in life is to seek the adventures that piece the puzzle together. So that at the end of your life, you kind of get it. You kind of get it. I feel like most people don't get what life is. Think about it. What is life? Why are we driven with some basic instincts? What's the purpose, I like evolutionary psychology. So all these things have kind of led me down this bizarre health, wealth, love, happiness, kind of in that order. If you're not healthy, you won't care about anything. So I figured health is the trump card. And then the reason I put money second over love, it doesn't mean you should try to get rich before love. If you look at Maslow's hierarchy of needs, the classic kind of way to be happy, there's 5 levels to Maslow. So the bottom one is physiological or physical needs have to be met. Food, shelter, water. The second one is safety. You have to feel safe. The third one is love. And because if you don't have physical and safety right, you don't care about love. And if you don't believe me, look up the #1 reason people get divorced. It's financial issues. So I just figured money doesn't bring happiness, but the absence of money brings unhappiness. This has been proven all over and over. Daniel Kahneman, Nobel Prize winner, he said, if you make less than 72 grand in America, he's found your happiness suffers because your stress goes up. So I figured you don't have to be wealthy. When I say wealth, it doesn't necessarily mean Forbes list. It means you have to have your physical needs met and you have to have a margin of safety, some money in the bank account. If every paycheck you're freaked out, your love life is gonna suffer. And then the top 2 of Maslow's hierarchy of needs then become, respect. And then the last one, the highest pinnacle, is a higher purpose, or people call it spiritual. So health, wealth, and then love. And then if you get those 3, that's how you get happiness. Happiness, there's so many books now about happiness. There's a good one called Happiness Hypothesis by Jonathan Haidt. But at the core thing, to me, happiness is like soup. It's if you make chicken noodle soup, but you forget the chicken, it's not chicken noodle soup. If you forget to put the broth in, it's just chicken and noodles. If you forget the noodles. So that's what I mean. Happiness is a compilation of a whole bunch of stuff you do right. So I think I haven't found a better way to think about it. Steve Jobs said he didn't want to be the richest man in the graveyard. Do you want to be the richest man in the graveyard? I want to be the happiest man on the way to the graveyard. And some of that, you have to postpone pleasure. A good investor is somebody who postpones present pleasure for future gain. And you can do that. You work hard in the day. Some stuff's a pain in the... I built lots of businesses. I know what it is to be an entrepreneur. I'm saying, I know that chess move, and what I'm telling you is 2 chess moves past that chess move. Optimizing your life for hustling and grinding is like optimizing your life around going pee. No, pee is something you have to do. So grinding and working hard and hustling is not what you optimize for. It's pain. Why would you optimize for pain? It is a necessity. And if you look at an actual scientific explanation of what makes you successful, it is not just hard work. If that's true, construction workers would be the wealthiest people in the world. Waiters and busboys, they work harder than the owner. The most scientific psychometric personality test is called Hexaco. It's more accurate than Big Five, which used to be. It's much more accurate than Myers-Briggs, INFJ, ENTP, all that stuff. Conscientiousness is the most correlated with business success. Then it divides into 4 sub-facets: organization, perfectionism, diligence, and prudence. So the real truth is hard work is 25% of the formula, because diligence is known in the common language as hard work, okay? So if you just think diligence alone will get you success, you're like a basketball player that thinks you'll play in the NBA because you can shoot free throws. So the other 3 you have to get good at. So the first one is perfectionism. people, you have to know how to double check your work. It's that simple. It doesn't mean you're always a perfectionist, but it means when it's important, when you're a pilot of an airplane, double check before you go. If you get on a plane, you hear the pilots double checking, the co-pilot going, hydraulics. And the guy goes, hydraulics. And that's why planes don't crash. The next one is organization. I can't tell you how much better my life is, and anybody watching this will be, if you wake up every single day and you take 10 minutes. I have yellow notepads sitting all around my house. I got that from Bill Gates. Bill Gates built Microsoft at 17 by locking himself in a hotel room with 6 yellow notepads, and he wrote out the whole basic code for DOS and things that built Microsoft, okay? He became the richest man in the world 18 years straight because he was organized enough to lock himself in a room and think through his day. And so what I try to do, and whenever I do this, I have a great day. Whenever I don't, I notice it. Be organized a little bit, 10 minutes. So organization is the other 25%. So now, and then you have diligence, which is hard work, hustle, and perseverance. But the last one is the kicker. And this is what I was talking about, the rewiring that has to happen. The last one is something called prudence. Scientists call this prudence. Prudence is the ability to make the right decision. And I can't tell you how many entrepreneurs, because of our upbringing in society, our goal is, let's say our goal is like that camera right there. So let's assume that's north. So I have this compass in my brain, and my goal is to go right there. Let's say it's a mile away, so north. What happens if society, my upbringing in school, wired my compass exactly backwards? So I think, let's say I can't see that camera, but I know I want to go north. So I pull out my compass, and it points that way. So I just take off walking. And I do it in an organized fashion. I do it in a perfectionist manner. I'm perfecting my steps and my posture. I'm also working on, hard work and hustle. Keep walking towards your goal. Well, the truth is, if you go south when you should go north, you could have gone 1 mile, but the earth is about 24,000 miles in circumference. So you get to walk 24,000 miles, and you'll come up on the backside, and you will get your goal. That's most entrepreneurs. The average person takes 20 years to become a millionaire. Your parents, everybody you know, will be a millionaire. You'll be a millionaire at 160. But the problem is, the great philosopher, I think it was Aristotle or Socrates, said, the problem is, art is long, but life is short.
If you're looking to start a new side hustle or even a new business, check out the link in the description below.